everybody, Robin here, and I'm going to do my week 17 nail polish lotto at the beginning, and then at the end I'm just going to kind of do a vlog, ramble type of thing. So week 17's number is 76. 76 for me is this, of course it will not focus, Revlon Moon Candy. And the color is Galactic. So the base is this kind of navy, well, it's not really navy, it's just a super dark blue. And then it has this flaky top coat that goes along with it. And this is what it looks like on my nails. I do need to clean them up. I was originally just going to do the ring fingers with, you know, the lovely incident last week with the China glaze, but I decided to go ahead and just do all of them because I thought it looked pretty, plus I thought it just brightened the polish up a lot. And since it is spring, you know, I wanted something a little bit springier than dark blue. This finger just is a disaster. I mean, the nail itself is okay, but I went a little hog wild. The formula on this at first was really good, but then it started getting gloppy, so I probably just need some thinner. I did close it and shake it up, and that thinned it out a little bit. The flaky top coat is gloppy, but that's okay. I mean, I realize that it needs to have a suspension liquid because it has those flakes in it, but the flakes were a little hard to figure out how to get them to go where you needed them to go, so they weren't just all piled up on top of each other. But once I kind of figured that out and worked with it, it was fine. I didn't get as big of a spread on some of the nails as I wish I had, but I'm good with it. I mean, I didn't want a ton of flakies. I wanted just enough to kind of give it that added dimension that I feel like it gets by having the flakes on there and by brightening it up a little bit. Overall, I like it. I did get it on sale at Walgreens quite a while ago, actually. I think they're normally like $6.99 or $7.99, and I got it for $2. So yeah, I thought it was a really good deal. So that's number 76 for me. Oh, my nail regimen, I did a coat of my Cutica nail growth stimulator, a coat of the Orly nail defense. And the reason I do that is because my nails crack and peel, and they just don't stay long. They're not hard nails, they're flimsy. Because it does have a blue base and I wanted to keep from staining my nails, I used the nail foundation from Butter. I just find that this gives you a nice matte nude base coat, and it is a little bit of a ridge filler. Not that I only have ridges on this nail because I don't know why this pinky nail is shaped so weird. Then I did 2 coats of this dark blue. I could have very easily gotten away with 1. I did 2 coats of this because I'm a glutton for punishment. And then I've actually done 2 coats of Sage Feet. I don't have glitter food or any of those other top coats, so I got to work with what I got. All right. The reason why I look a haggard mess. This is recent. I was actually on the phone and I was just like picking at my chin when I was talking on the phone on Sunday night, and this magically appeared overnight and was on my chin this morning. I feel like I have some weird kind of cootie. But it's just where I was picking at my chin. I have weird little things that I do sometimes when I talk on the phone. I don't like talking on the phone, so I always have to be doing something when I'm on the phone. The reason why I look so worn down and tired and just hot mess and a half is I've had like the last week and a half from hell. Last week started off okay. Thursday and Friday were super busy for me. I had campus tours on both Thursday and Friday. Um, and if you don't understand what I mean when I say campus tour, I work at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and part of my job with the program that I work with is scheduling UNLV campus tours for our 11 participating middle schools. And then next year, I will be adding the 7 high schools on top of that. So I'll have 18 schools that I schedule for and try and make arrangements. And they each have different things that they want to see, and not just a plain old campus tour. So Thursdays wasn't bad, and it wasn't super hot on Thursday. It started getting warm towards the end, but the kids did an actual 2-hour long campus tour where they went into a lot of the buildings and they got to look in the classrooms and that kind of stuff. It was also bring your child to work day. So a couple of the people had their younger children, which is fine. They were really well behaved, actually better behaved than some of the middle school kids we were working with. But we get to the dining commons. They get to eat in the dining commons, which for these middle school kids are in low income, high minority areas. And a lot of them, for them, traveling from wherever they are in town to the university is a trip that they've never taken. Like a lot of them didn't even realize that there's a 4-year college in the town that they live in. They think driving to Henderson is like driving to another state, and it's really only 15-20 minutes away. So dining commons, if you're familiar with the way colleges are, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. So we told the kids to be respectful, only take what they can eat, which they did for the most part. I mean, obviously some of them tried stuff that they'd never had before, which you expect them to do and you want them to do. And they didn't like it, so be it, but they didn't go crazy. But man, some of those kids left the place a total disaster. It was like a food bomb went off where they were sitting. And it is a typical dining commons area where you take your tray up to the conveyor belt and, you clean up after yourself. I'm not saying you have to wipe down the tables, but, you pick up your dishes, you pick up your food, you pick up your napkins and so forth, and you take it on your tray to the conveyor belt and you're done. Well, some of these kids just tore it up. And one of the counselors is like, she turned into the exorcist, Linda Blair, and her head started spinning around, which, I mean, she had a right to be annoyed. But other than that, they were good. Now, Friday, on the other hand, the kids were good. The staff that I work with, not so organized. That's all I'm going to go into. But I had like a mini panic attack about halfway through no, actually I started having panic attacks first thing in the morning because they were over half hour late leaving their school. They did make up some time on the way there because I had padded the schedule, expecting traffic, and they didn't really hit any. But, yeah, was not pleased with our staff that day. Both of those groups had around 90 kids, so 2 busloads full of kids. Then Saturday, we had our 8th grade transition conference. So I was up at 5:30 Saturday morning getting ready to go over to Valley High School, which will actually be one of our high schools we're working with next year, to help set up for the conference. And the buses started arriving at 8:30 and we're all there by 9. So it was a really good event. I'm glad that I went. The kids got a lot out of it. But that being said, Sunday was my only day off, and I was up early trying to do all my chores, laundry and things like that, that I normally spread out over the whole weekend in one day. So I don't feel like I really got a weekend. And then tomorrow I've got another tour. It's not actually my school. I'm helping out with another program where I work called Educational Talent Search. This particular counselor, it's her first tour that she's organized. Each program within our department schedules their own, and I do it all for the Gear Up program. And she used to work with us as a grad assistant, so she came to me for help. And, she got things set up, and some things fell through last minute, but, through no fault of her own. And we got it situated, so I get to go on another campus tour tomorrow. Oh my gosh. And thankfully it's only supposed to be 83 tomorrow. Today it was like 99. So yeah, and then I have one the following Wednesday, and then one on the 15th, and thankfully I'll be done. But I just feel like, and then I've dealt with timesheets, and I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's draining. And I just feel like even if I go to bed, at 9:30, 10 o'clock, wake up at 5:30 in the morning and get going, I just feel like I'm tired all the time. And I'm sleeping through the night. I've been actively dreaming lately, and so sometimes I wake up more tired and worn out than I was before I went to bed. And that's stress doing it to me. I know it is. Because we're gearing up for our summer camps, and that's just whew, whole nother ballgame. But I digress. I do have some wonderful things planned for the rest of the week. I'm going to get a pedicure with one of my best friends tomorrow after work. And then Friday afternoon at about 5:30, we're going to go see one of my girls graduate from Euphoria Institute. She's graduating with hair and nails and, esthetician. She went for the whole shebang. So, and it's my same friend and I are going. So she's one of my babies. She was my last class to graduate 2011 that I worked with. And I love that girl. If you're on my Facebook or on my Instagram, her name on Instagram is Vanity Flaws. She's stunning. She's such a beautiful girl, and I love her. And so I'm excited for her. She's so glad to be done. But yeah, this weekend is going to be nice because I'll get to see her off to that. And it's just nice to see your kids move on to that next chapter, So that's what's been going on with me. Busy, 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 busy. I'm surprised I'm actually on the computer tonight because most of the time I get home I don't even want to look at it. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll do some more videos soon. My goodies box should be here on the 2nd. It's the 2nd month where it's come, into the next month, which last month they apologized and said, something had been on back order. But this month, in the middle of the month, they sent an email saying, we have everything. Yet, why am I getting it in May? Anyway, I'm not going to rant about that. That's Whoopi sitting in the hallway over there. He's like a creeper just sitting in the hall. All right. 15 minutes later. Have a great night. Bye.